All right. Doechii. Doechii. Alligator Bites Never Heal. Right before I pressed record, I was like essentially pumping the brakes in my own mind because I'm pretty excited. I almost sat down with this last week, which is when it released last Friday. Saw some buzz around the album and what have you, and just kind of watching some conversation. And I was like, oh, okay, but I don't, I was like, I'd never heard of her before. And so when something comes out new, opinions are always all over the place. I was like, well, I'll wait. And over the weekend, I saw more buzz and just people saying things that check my boxes, what was, oh God. And now, of course, I say that and I can't remember exactly what I was reading, but such as saying, we got to give pure hip hop artists more attention. Hip hop artists like this. I was like, oh, okay. And then someone else talking about like the creativity and artistry. Oh, okay. So during the week at work, watched a couple YouTube videos of interviews with her. There's one I wasn't able to watch like all of the interviews. The ones that I watched, I would just watch little bits. But she was on Breakfast Club like a year ago, and she was talking about how, some of the artists, like Tyler, the Creator, is like a big influence on her. I was like, okay, cool. She was talking about how when she was young and she was bullied by the white kids because she was at the time going to like a private charter school or something like that, but then she still lived in the hood. And so then when she would go home after school, the black kids would bully her for being at the fancy school and stuff. And so like dealing with a lot of that, but then also talking about how she uses her music and her art to process these things. Oh, that's a big old checkbox right there for me, right? I kind of laughed to myself too. I was like, yay, trauma. All right, another suffering artist making killer music for us. It's horrible, but at the same time, I'm always just happy when there's an artist who essentially uses a healthy method of processing things like that, I wish it didn't have to be that way. I wish people didn't have to go through this crap to then turn around and make amazing music, but clouds and silver linings and what have you. What else do I want to say? I don't know a whole lot about her. I know that she shows to Top Dog Entertainment. Some people were kind of like comparing her to Kendrick a little bit, like she's the female Kendrick. And then other people are like, don't call her that. Let her be her own artist, which I agree with. But, people always draw parallels and references and stuff like that. There was something else. Oh, she's from Florida. I know she's from Florida. Oh, so in a couple of the interviews, she was just talking about, creativity and using art as an expression and stuff like that. And that's something I really enjoy. So I'm going to lean into that a little bit more than I do. I mean, I normally do that anyway, but I remember seeing earlier this year when Billie Eilish was doing her, media promo tour for her album, she was on Stephen Colbert. And Colbert asked her about the cover of the album, and she immediately, well, what do you think it means? What do you think? And it was cool for me to see an artist get excited about somebody else's interpretation of their art. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to assume, hopefully correctly, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm going to assume that Doechii is the type of person who is kind of cool with that idea of people, trying to interpret art, but then having their own experience with it, which is what we all do anyway. But some artists are less interested in that than others. She's from Florida. I said that. Oh, yeah. So the whole, you can tell my thoughts are just going all over the place because I can't even focus on one thing. So as an example of leaning into this whole, artistic expression, I was thinking about the title. She's from Florida, and so, there she is. Legit, that is a legit 100% real imitation alligator right there. 100% real imitation. But the title, Alligator Bites Never Heal. I was thinking about that yesterday when I was at work. I was doing stuff and I was just letting that roll around in my head for a while. Alligator bites never heal. And I kind of broke it down. I was like, all right, you got the back end, never heal. So it's a wound that never heals. Okay. So there's an idea, a concept. And then I started thinking about a bite. Because what is a bite? I mean, obviously a bite is obvious, but to get bitten by something means you have to be close enough for it to have happened. You don't get bit by something when you're away from it, when you have a distance. And so if you think of it in like a relationship term, you can only be bit by the other person if you get close. And this is something a lot of people struggle with, opening up and making themselves vulnerable and all that kind of stuff. And then with alligator, she's from Florida, but the first thing I think of is crocodile, because I can never get those two straight. I can never remember. Now I remember alligators are America and crocodiles are Africa. Basically, that's the only way I can remember. But as soon as I think of alligator, I think of crocodile. And then I think crocodile tears. And of course, that's a term used in relationships for someone who's pretending to cry, but really they're just this cold, dead, killing machine. Like a crocodile, you know? Like, what are you crying about? You aren't upset. You aren't hurt. These are fake tears. They're going to be your fake tears. So I take all these concepts and mash them into this title, and I get this feeling of somebody who is emotionally cold and distant but fakes these emotions to draw you in so that you get close enough to be bitten by them, and then those wounds that you receive never heal. That's how I break down the title in my own just interpretation. If that's right, I have no idea. But there you go. So I'm excited. Let's drop in. I've not heard a lick of music from this person at all. She's great in interviews. Very well spoken. Seems pretty intelligent. She seems like she cares about her craft and what she's doing. And, you know, it's kind of early. Although I do have to say, I say she's like unknown, right? But she's got a YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers. So like, I don't know how she's unknown when she's got this massive YouTube channel. Anyway, whatever. Track one's called STANKA POOH. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, but whatever. It's cool. We got 19 songs, 47 minutes. There's 2 videos. That'll be Patreon. Patreon's $2, MP3, Discord, all that normal shit that you get with Patreon all the time, right? Let's drop in. I'm excited. Track one, STANKA POOH. Producers are Cal Banks, Devin Malik. Dropping in the first time ever here in Doechii. Here we go. Cool.
Let's start the story backwards. I'm dead, she's dead, just another Black Lives Matter. And if I die today, I die a bastard. TikTok rapper, part-time YouTube actor. Pop my shit in a muscle relaxer. Intergalactor, worldwide capper. I dirty shoes and put them back in the box. Like voila, talking out my ass and that's my assumption. But that's my conjunction. I'm running back to you like a fat kid at luncheon, please.
Okay, that's pretty fucking funny right there. That's pretty fucking funny. So I'm not good at, like, if I went to an English class, I'd probably fail out. Okay, but talking out my ass, and that's my assumption. So something they always say about assume is it makes an ass of you and me, right? Because they break down how the word is spelled. So she's talking out my ass. Or talking out my ass, you know, as an assumption, making an ass of myself and the other. And then she says, but, okay, ass, but. And then that's my conjunction. And I believe the word but is in the English, is considered a conjunction. Now, I don't remember, like, the names, the labels of all these different words and how they function in language, because I don't care and I don't want to keep it straight. But that's what's happening right there. But it's kind of funny because it's like this very silly little play on words in the lyric on top of like this pretty moody sound. Let's back up just a wee bit. It's only a 2-minute track. I try not to pause in the middle of shorter songs, but that was silly enough to make me pause.
What if I die a tourist? What if I die on purpose? What if it wasn't even worth it? What if I'm walking alone? What if I choke on a Slurpee? What if I make it big? What if my car exploded while I'm casually pumping the gas and smoking a cig? What if my life was loaded pile of shit? Whole lot of pussy and a whole lot of dick. Whole lot of bills and a whole lot of kids.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
And if those the only fears that I'll take to my grave, I'm pissing on you hoes living a date.
That was fucking cool. There's a lot of just great little subtle elements that are all coming together on that opener, because the production is just, it reminds me of those shots that you see in like horror movies or whatever, where they're going through the woods at night, but they're kind of in the clearing in the woods, but there's that layer of fog just hovering on the ground. Not high enough to make it to where you can't see, just enough to where you can see, but there's this layer of fog. Maybe there's some moonlight and some shit. Like, that's how that whole stretch feels. And then with her delivery, like her vocals, combined with what she's saying, some of these concerns, like these darting thoughts that are shooting through her head, it just feels like this character moving through this clearing in the woods at night. But you're kind of looking around, looking into the trees. But of course, it's nighttime. So you can look, but you don't know what's out there. You don't know what's coming for you. And that's how this is. You don't know what's coming for you. Let's go through some lyrics. This is fucking cool. This is cool. I got a heart for sure. Little Miss Stanka POOH, doing well. Opening track. Let's start the story backwards. She says, just another Black Lives Matter. If I died today, I'd die a bastard. TikTok rapper, part-time YouTube actor. Pop my shit, then a muscle relaxer. Nickel actor, worldwide keeper. Drew shoes, put it back in the box. Like, voila, the Looney Tunes back in stock. That I don't understand. I don't understand that. But, that's okay. Little loose screw, fur hat with a kangaroo. Wow. Fur hat with a kangaroo. That I don't know either. Who would have knew who to thunk it? What's this annotation here? Big Moo, who would have dunk it? This is a shout out to Anthony Musa Tifa Jr., the president of her label. Ah, okay. Okay, there we go. If this relationship was left up to you, you'd have sunk it. That's a fiery line right there. I'm a huge fan. This comes up every now and then. I don't remember what I say in what videos, and so sometimes I worry about repeating myself, but I'm trying to just get over that. I'm a huge fan of Fiona Apple. She is one of my favorite writers, singers, songwriters of all time. I mean, she's just fucking amazing. Some of the words that she cuts out, it kind of reminds me of that. If this relationship was left up to you, you would have sunk it. Talking about my ass, the assumption, that part was funny. But verse 2, it really kicks into this, like, dark, like, kind of bearing open some of these true concerns here. I'd swallow my pride before I choke on my greed. I'd swallow my pride before I choke on my greed. What does this mean? So the annotation says, Doechii is grateful for the opportunity she's received. She's about to let fame and promises of wealth get to her head and risk losing her chance. I'd swallow, but I'm hung up on this. I'd swallow my pride. I would swallow my pride before I choke on my greed. So does that mean in being proud, she would make decisions that give her money, and so put the pride aside and don't chase the money? I don't know. I don't really know how to break that down. And now I just feel dumb. Like, sometimes I feel like with these lyrics, I way overthink them. Anyway. Show you my cards before I gamble my seat. That I like. That I can understand a little bit more. Not going to gamble my seat away. Even if it means showing my hand and essentially losing the hand, losing the round. Kind of like I'll lose the battle in exchange for winning the war, or not losing the war in this context, I suppose. You know, I'd show you my cards before I gamble my seat. I'm not going to gamble away everything over one little thing. Smart. Good. I wonder if she's a fan of Little Sims. I'm going to assume yes, because I'm just going to assume the whole world is a fan of Little Sims, because they ought to be. Fuck we talking about? What's the discussion? Sharing memes with the chairman over some English muffins. I'm just shooting the shit over some pretty production, and it's still not enough of something. Needs more something something. Who's that creeping through my rear view? 30-something. Oh, that's a great line right there, too. So I don't know how old she is. She's 26. Okay. I'm not nervous. I'm just concerned for us. What if I die a tourist, die on purpose? What if it isn't even worth it? What if I'm walking alone? What if I choke on this Slurpee? That's a silly line, but I think this is an important line, because it addresses, it points out the silliness of these concerns as well. Like, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. Okay, well, let's just go off the deep end and be worried about every little thing that could happen, because it's all possible, isn't it? We could all die tomorrow. Giant asteroid just wipes everything, right? Like, are we really going to focus on all the things that could possibly go wrong? We're to absurd levels. And so that line in itself is absurd, but I think it exists to point out the absurdity of just being worried about all these things that you have no control over. So you Just let it go. And then this, what if my car exploded while I'm casually pumping the gas and smoking a cig? All right, we're off to a great start. Let's move to track 2. It's called Bullfrog. Producers are Stoic and Mai. Track 2, Bullfrog, 90-second track, so I'll just let it run all the way through.
Up high, miss nigga tough guy, sipping on a Mai Tai, money on the uprise, left, right, uppercut, punchlines make them duck, right hooks up the cut, platinum hits, fuck is up, pop star, rock star, dark skin bitch, 24-inch waist, man, dingo dick, do you wanna take a ride on my eco trip, slow down when you riding this eco stick, like a cable we jump holes, if a bitch feeling froggy, tell her hop out, bitch, like a cable we jump holes, Twitter fingers get your whole life logged out, bitch. Put the nigga on the block, he bring me back my loose change. Pimp says it's a nice tits, pussy on a nice list.
Oh, this is fucking amazing.
Hop off my like a cable, we jump holes. If a bitch feeling froggy, tell her hop out, bitch.
I like too how the bass line is not like perfectly in rhythm. It's kind of got like a skip note type sound going on. That was fucking cool. Bullfrog is great. Oh, this, I'm so glad I sat down with this. I'm so glad. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard week to week picking an album because there's always just this multitude of opinions. These albums are great. No, those are mid. No, you got to listen to this. And so it's hard to decipher, you know, what to listen to when you don't know what it is. But the way people were talking about this album, I was like, I gotta hear this. This is fucking great. I like Bullfrog a lot. That production was fucking cool. And really, there's not a whole lot else to say about it other than it's just fucking cool. little guitar sounds in the background. The bass just kind of and then just a little bit of a tap on the drums. And even the drums are kind of like tap, tap, tap off to the side a little bit. Just, it felt like a strut. The beat felt like a strut. Sipping on Mai Tai, money on uprise, left, right, uppercut, punchlines make them duck. Right hooks, as in right hooks, up the cut. Platinum hits, fuck is up. Pop star, rock star, dark skinned bitch, 24-inch waist, dingo dick. Do you want to take a ride on my ego trip? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Doechii. Is there still room on your ego trip ride? I would like to buy a ticket, please. I'm down. Slow down when you're riding this ego stick. Like a cable, we jump hose. If a bitch feeling froggy, tell her hop out. Huh. I'm oh so expensive, so addictive, you get no attention. Bitches ain't fucking with me, I make pensions. Penny pension, okay, cha-ching, I copped a new ring. Fucking. There's something too with, I mean, I've heard a whopping 3.5 minutes of her vocals. She's got, I like her flow. It's pretty easy. It's just, even her flow, like I was saying with the production, it's just cool too. But I need to listen to it more before I start like cracking off legitimate descriptions of it here. Fuck a new boy, new toy, new fling. Cop the Trojan condom with grooves. We get to grooving, get to moving. My side boo thing. After the woo, he get to boosting. Put on the block, yeah. Huh. Okay, let's move on to track 3. Boiled peanuts. I don't think I've ever had boiled peanuts unless, like, if it's, what is it? Kung Pao chicken? Do they boil the peanuts in Kung Pao chicken? Because that stuff's great. I love Kung Pao chicken. All right, track 3. Boiled peanuts. Andreas Peyote and Joey Hamhog producing.
You want some boiled peanuts?
The fuck is a boiled peanut?
The fuck is a boiled peanut? Yeah. Common snack in southern U.S., including Central Florida. Okay.
It's a sunny day. The gang's all here. No chip on my shoulder. It's a sunny day. The gang's all here. When niggas mix weed with they nicotine treats, I wish I had a soda and a dime piece each, so I could just get back and sip my lime in peace. Easy, breezy, beautiful, erratic, scatter-minded, manic, borderline addict. I try to take the sober route and end up on a dead end. Now everything I joke about just ends up on a Reddit. Gator skin coat, Florida heat, no joke. Feel like the Tiger King, these bitches want mojo. No chip on my shoulder.
No chip on my shoulder. And a great sarcastic laugh to follow that up with.
The gang's all here.
This is fucking great.
No chip on my shoulder.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, there's just, I mean, the 3 tracks in, so I don't want to like get all uppity about it, but there's just this style to it. And something I'm feeling like as we're just kind of dropping into this to begin with, I just feel like I can do this. I feel like I can do this. Like I don't feel with the way the vocals are going, the way the production is going, the mood, the style. I feel like there's just room. There's just room in these songs, and it feels. I don't want to say fluid. I don't want to say it's just. Nothing's boxed in. Nothing's tight. Nothing's restrained. It's just cool. It feels. It's like a strut. It's like a strut. When you just kind of walk and you're like, yeah, I got room. Give me room, y'all. Let me walk. I've been resting with my peace, and that's the irony after she says R.I.P. It's a sunny day. The gang's all here. No chip on my shoulder. I love the sarcastic little. It's almost like, it's not even necessarily fully sarcastic. It's almost like triumphant, you know? I wish I had a soda and a dime piece. Bitch, so I could just kick back and sip my lime in peace. Easy breezy, beautiful, erratic, scatter-minded, manic, borderline addict. I try to take the sober route and end up on a dead end. Now everything I joke about just ends up on a Reddit. Gator skin coat, Florida heat, no joke. I've never been to Florida. I want to go. I want to go to Miami. I want to go to the Keys. Just check it out. Never been. You know, there's something else too. We've had 3 quick songs. I kind of like that they're just quick songs. It's just whatever it needs to be, and then that's all it needs to be. Okay, we're done. I don't need to extend this out longer. I'm going to toss some lyrics out. Yeah. And then so far, too, I was kind of wondering if there's going to be a general narrative through the album based off the title, but maybe not. So let's keep moving. We'll find out. Track 4 is called Denial is a River. I always thought it was a state. You know, what state do you live in? Denial. But which river do you live next to? Denial, as in the Nile River. Stupid jokes. You get a book full of them when you become a father. So it's just part of my job. I have to do it. It's my job. Producers are Ian James, Beats, Joey Hamhock, and Banser. Track 4, Denial is a River.
Hey, I thought it was all over.
What's up, Doechii?
Hey, girl.
You know, it's been a little minute since you and I have had a chat.
Has it really?
Probably since, like, your last EP, All the Places You'll Go.
Oh, wow. It's been a minute. Yeah.
I've been getting some calls. People are a little bit worried about you.
Not worried.
And I know that I was kind of that outlet for you, so...
You were.
Why don't you just tell me what's been going on?
Okay. Remember old dude from 2019? Nice, clean nigga did me dirtier than laundry. Took a scroll through his IG just to get a DM from his wifey.
This is the perfect opportunity for us to just take a second and kind of unpack what's happened to you. You know, this guy cheated on you and...
Fuck it. Platinum record this, Bible record that. I'm making so much money, I'm all over the net. I'm moving so fast, no time to process. And no, I'm not in a gang, but I'm always on set. Wristwatch, drip drop, label want the TikToks. Now I'm making TikTok music, what the fuck? I need plans, need a detox, but we ain't got time to stop. The charts need us. No, it's a natural plan.
No, I'm not judging.
I'm not an addict.
I'm just saying.
I don't
You want to talk about it?
I mean, fuck, I like pills.
This is great. This is great. Something I always thoroughly enjoy is when somebody in any form, usually it comes up in comedy, but when somebody like Bill Hicks is a comedian, he died back in the 90s, he had cancer, but he was outrageous. But somebody who's got that like second level of self-awareness where they're doing this or they're doing that and they're taking it seriously and then they can like almost like parallel universe themselves and joke about themselves and go, oh, look at me taking this all seriously, and then whoop, pop right back in and take it seriously again, and almost exist in two lanes. This song is exactly that, where it's got this, I mean, just even the part about like doing TikTok music, it's like, I can't even, okay, brain. You're having a lot of fun, brain. I know. Just calm down. Let's put some words out for the people so we don't look like a lunatic, okay? I mean, I know, but we would look like a lunatic. I know, but let's dial it down a bit. Let's finish the track, and then hopefully I could fucking speak English. That would be great. Let me back it up just a little bit, but this is a fantastic track, and hopefully I can explain why in about a minute.
Oopsie, made a oopsie. $100,000 oops made me loopy. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Don't wanna have to turn a nigga guts into soup beans.
Whoa. Okay, Doechii. We don't want to revert back into our old ways, so we're gonna try a breathing exercise, okay? When I breathe, you breathe, alright? Let's go.
Oh, this is argument. You got the woosah in there. Oh God, dude, this is great. Denial is the River is fantastic. Okay, but why? So there's a lot of layers. Let's see if I can focus on ways. So you got this whole intro. I don't know who this other like voice is supposed to be. Maybe it's just her, or maybe it's like a representative. Maybe it's the concept of somebody who, like, maybe it's her audience or something. I don't know. You know, she's got over 1 million subscriber YouTube channel. She's talking about TikTok. She's talking about Reddit. So she's talking about a lot of social media stuff. And so maybe, maybe this other voice in a general sense represents the fan base, the online community, etc. That, I'll just stick with that. So be like, hey, what's going on? How you been? What's going on? Oh, and then verse 1, basically kind of cracking off, acting like, well, first of all, the relationship didn't go well. Dude's got a wife, and it turns out his wife is a dude, so that, threw her for a loop. And then, okay, well, let's unpack this. Let's talk about this. And the reason why that part is so great is because in her interviews, a couple that I watched, the bits that I watched, she's talking about using art to process these things. So she's both processing it and kind of making a joke of processing it, which in its own way is another way of processing it. And so it's like you've got all these things going. It's almost like this meta level joke in a sense. But I feel like you would only do that if you're online a lot, which is maybe she is online a lot. I don't know. And then she goes into this, we should unpack this. And the guy cheated. No, fuck it. I'm not going to unpack. I don't need to unpack anything, right? I got platinum records and viral. And I'm making so much money. I'm all over. I'm moving so fast. No time to process. I'm not in a game, but I'm always on set. Wristwatch, drip drop labels want the TikTok. Now I'm making TikTok music. And then the way she says, what the fuck? And that is great. Because, again, in her interview, she's talking about the creative. I mean, I don't remember exactly the terminology she was using, but what she was saying in response to some of these questions and conversations, she made it very clear to me that she cares about a thoughtful, creative process, creating art, expressing through art, that type of a thing. And so to focus on TikTok, now I don't know much about TikTok. I've never been on TikTok. I don't know if it's like a 1 minute format, like if you can't go longer or what, but all I know about TikTok is fucking total brain rot, apparently. So that's a great spin, because here, right after rattling off how all these things are going so great, she brings up this point of creative process that is probably the antithesis of what she would want to do, but that's what the label wants. So there's a self-awareness there, you know, just this awareness of this sucks. But now it almost kind of brings up the whole, I'd swallow my pride before I, gave into my greed or some shit like that. I don't know. I need a cleanse, I need a detox, but we ain't going to stop. The charts need us. Fast forward to 2023, I'm stacking lots of cheese, making a lot of money. My grass is really green. And then she just gives up the whole charade, right? I can't even cap. It was a really dark time for me. I'm going through a lot. And then it gets into little drugs. Well, it's a natural plant. It's a natural plant. Oh, no, I'm not. And then verse 3 jumps in this whole bit of just, I like to fucking party. I like getting jacked up and going to Hollywood and strippers and having sex. Yeah. And then, oops, X showed up, fucking smashed all my shit in. That's $100,000. So I don't know. There's just a lot of levels of awareness. And what's cool about it, what makes me so happy and excited about it, is there's awareness of it. There's recognition of this isn't necessarily great or perfect, but we're not drowning in guilt here. That is something that is rare to come across. And maybe it'll come up later. And you know, she probably does have feelings of guilt. Most people do. But there's something very important about just allowing yourself to make a mistake. Because we do. We make mistakes. And yeah, we have vices. And yeah, we shouldn't do it. But fucking we did anyway. You know, like, it just let it go a little bit. Let it go. And so I really like this whole track because I feel like it's embracing a lot of ideas that I feel are important in life, both in self-awareness and allowing yourself to make mistakes, but knowing you've made a mistake, but not kicking yourself when you do make a mistake, and just good shit. Good shit. And then it's called Denial as a riff, which is kind of a joke in itself. This is fun. This is fun. And then it ends with this fucking ridiculous breathing exercise and a woo saw. Okay. All right. Let's move on to track 5. This is fantastic. It's called Catfish, which is a fish that is shaped like a cat. I think that's what that means, right? Producer is Monte Booker. Here, let's drop in track 5, Catfish. Just a good rumbling bass.
Tell a bitch who ride. Step up in this bitch, I look too fly. Got the Dior shit on Ventura. Took a midnight swim in my chula. Hating bitches blocked by medulla. I showed the bitch my pen, then I schooled her. Shot a essay them in my chula. Doechii the Don, Doechii the Dean, Doechii Supreme, the swamp pula. Freaky little, sneaky little, creepy little whack bitch. Creeping on me, speaking on me, sleeping on me mattress. Now I got some bands to burn and bars to bend them backwards. It's time to wake them up cause they been sleeping on the track list. Body so attractive, y'all be giving catfish. Log them off the web and every gangster's giving actress. I shot my cutlery and hit my jeweler up.
I love too how she's got like this kind of a growl going on in her voice a little bit. I like that shit. I like that shit a lot. This is fucking great. This is great.
Only thing switching on me is thick thighs. I been did the black slugs, then I did the clown face. Took them to the swamp meet, that was on a Saturday. Mud on the Prada boot, and that was on a bad day. I'm the hardest rapper, this your motherfucking training tape. The bitch who
yeah, and then her voice, how she flings it right back into this lighter, breezy.
Took a midnight swim in my chula. Doechii the Don, Doechii the Dean, Doechii Supreme, the swamp pula.
Dude, this shit's fucking great. Like I will not be able to listen to this while walking. Because I'm going to have to bust out a fucking pip cane. Because I'm going to be like stepping so goddamn hard. Like this shit, like I was saying earlier, this has just got so much just style and swagger and strut. Like how could you imagine listening to this song, that beat, her vocals, all that shit, listening to that and just not walking with a strut. It can't be fucking done. It cannot be done. Like there's just so much. I don't want to say like so much because it's not this overabundance. It's just the right amount of attitude. Just great attitude. Holy shit. This is very impressive. And what I love too is I'm liking. There are some people saying, "Oh, she's the next Kendrick," and all, and like in terms of like pen quality or I don't know exactly why. I try not to read too much because I don't want to like spoil things for myself. And also, I found that some people have are very strong in their opinions, and then I find out I don't agree with that opinion at all. So I can't read too much into anybody's opinion because it does skew things, right? And now I totally lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Something about... Oh, I was going to say... she's putting the work in. She isn't slacking. But at the same time, this isn't like hard work, like painstaking, got to process it, got to work through it, got to figure it out, got to solve this, the double meaning that. Like, this song is a great example of just fucking, let's make a banger of a song and not worry about anything else. Just make a banger of a song. Had bitches clog my medulla. So the medulla oblongata, right? The thing that, what is that? That controls like how angry you are. So bitches are just pissing her off all the time. Mud on the Prada boot, and that was on a bad day. Step up in this bitch. I look too fly. This is great. Body so attractive, you'll all be giving catfish. Catfish is like fake profile pic, right? Where you look attractive, but then it turns out you're not. I'm gonna do the other thing. I put up an ugly picture, and then when they meet me, they're like, "Oh my God, it's Bob." Of course, that would never ever happen ever. But you know, it's fun. It's fun to think about things sometimes. Log 'em off the web. Every gangster. This I didn't understand this part. Log 'em off the web. Every gangster's giving actress. Gangsters giving actress and all these fake activists. I don't really understand the giving actress part. I don't understand that. All these fake activists leave me baffled, bewildered. Relax a bit. Yeah, I agree with that. Relax a bit. Let me relax a bit. I need to cool it off. Put some pep up in my step, and then I do it up. I shine my cutlery and I hit my jeweler up. Yeah, this is fucking fire, dude. God. Let's move on. Let's keep going. Track 6 is called Skip. Hopefully we don't have to skip it. I would prefer not to so far. I'm 5 for 5 on hearts over here. Producers Monte Booker dropping in track 6, Skip. Trippy sound. It's got that like DJ Screw type thing going on, right?
Trying to stay ahead of stormy weather till it rain day. It's 100 people trying to help me, but I feel the same way. Suffer loss of vision, but I'm fuck obese. Sober minded, but I'm taking dreams. 100 chains, stop the pain in my
Wow, 1 minute 40 seconds. That's it. So I'm going to lean into the whole just, artistic expression type of thing. What I get from this, first thing I kind of thought of was the art of peer pressure. But then I shifted out of that pretty quick. But it kind of stayed in a parallel. It kind of felt like Alice in Wonderland type thing. Just, it's got this screwed up sound a little bit. I love what she did with her vocals. Change her voice and kind of put this different cadence on it and stuff like that. And it just felt, especially the part "Skip to My Lou," because that's like a child song or something. And you're supposed to like Lou, skip to my Lou or whatever, right? I don't even remember how it goes. And it has this feeling of kind of being swept up in this current. For me, just getting kind of swept up. And then you listen to what she's saying. Mayday. That's the first line. That's the first word in the verse is Mayday. And that's what you say when you're flying your vessel through the storm or something like that, a plane or a ship or whatever. Mayday, mayday, I need help, emergency type thing. It says, just try and stay ahead of a stormy weather till it rain day. So just trying to stay ahead of it. Until it rains. I can't outrun this thing. It's coming for me. I'm just trying to outrun it. I'm just trying to stay in front of it. It's 100 people trying to help me, but I feel the same ways. Suffer a loss of vision, but I'm focused. Sober-minded, but I'm taking trips. And so the way she was doing her vocals, the screwed up sound, the kind of odd beat, it did feel like just being swept up in this current. And it's like fucking trying to, and actually now as I talk through it, I shift more from, because I said Alice in Wonderland, like tumbling down the rabbit hole. So I was thinking that, but now I almost feel like more of like just trying to keep my head above water. Tic Tac Duck, it's all a red truck. I don't know what that means. No mercy when I tumble, click like duck. If I'm off to you, holler mercy when I rumble. Mix it up as I come. My fiction is fiction. It's a picture when I fall through. And that's it. And that's it. That's it. So it just feels like this current, just caught in this current. You're going down the river and you can't get out of the river. And yeah, maybe people are like trying to help you, but it ain't no fucking good. I'm still stuck in the river and I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Cool song. I already want to listen to that one again, especially since it's so short. This is great. Oh, this is great. Let's move on to track 7. It's called Hide and Seek. Now, with this one, with Skip, I talked about Alligator Bites Never Heal. Maybe there isn't like this broad, specific narrative that goes through the album, but maybe instead it's more of like just a trail of breadcrumbs. Here's this that I was dealing with. Here's how I felt, and here's a song to process how I felt, and here's this, and so it's just it's starting to feel like that. All right. Anyway, track 7, Hide and Seek. Producers Cal Banks. Drop it in track 7. The production's been so good.
Benjamins, Franklins, Timberlands, Stankin, niggas, nose, please. Benjamins, Franklins, Timberlands, Stankin, niggas, nose, please. Hide and seek from me. Somebody, please. Hide and seek from me.
I want to touch on this part right here. This Benjamins, Franklins, Timberlands, Sinkin, and then Nosebleeds. So I'm thinking Benjamins and Franklins is money. Timberlands is clothes, fashion, guys, and then Nosebleeds makes me think of drugs, cocaine type of thing, right? So just all this shit. Please hide and seek from me. I mean, go like hide from me. Get it. Anyway, I just want to touch on that. I don't want to. Let's finish the song. But that's really standing out. This chorus and these words specifically.
What the fuck you thinking? Coming with no banking.
Coming with no banking.
Head on straight and the head is right. Focus sharp like a focus right. Pleasing me is a luxury. Please tell me you won't kill my vibe. Pray and I pray to the pain away. Pray to the Lord it'll rain again. Fade away, straight away. I can tell you are not paid. Benjamins and Franklins might have to hit the bank again. Deposit what you owe, don't make me ask you for the check again. Franklins, Timberlands, Stankin, niggas, nose, please.
This is cool. There's a metal band I really like. They go by the name System of a Down. And if you have any awareness to metal, you'll know who they are. But for those who are not familiar with System of a Down, they just make incredible, just some of the best fucking songs. And a lot of them are short. So they have to make a lot of different songs. And I remember reading an interview with the guitarist who he wrote a lot of the songs. They asked him, how come your songs are so short? Why don't you make them longer? Isn't it hard coming up with new stuff all the time? And he said, that's why I make them short. I feel like if I make a longer song, I don't have to work as hard because I kind of use the same structure and repeat that structure and chords and all this different stuff. Whereas if I make a 2-minute song, if I make 3 2-minute songs, I got to come up with 3 different songs rather than one song that lasts 6 minutes. And what's incredible about System of a Down to me is they always sound like System of a Down, but their songs are different. I mean, every song is definitely a different song, and it's got its own thing going on. What I love about this album so far is that every song has had its own just this little spot. And I get excited about that because there's another thing called the mosaic effect, which I'm assuming some of you are aware of, but for those of you who are not, think of like a puzzle. You've got all these pieces and you can't see any picture, but as you put the pieces in place, you start to see the big picture, the whole picture. And this is starting to happen with this album. I feel like we're just getting these little snapshots of emotion, expression, experience, and it's starting to kind of paint the picture of not necessarily her life, but just her in a general sense, or at least maybe a her right now kind of a thing. We've had mentions of what's creeping in my rearview mirror, 30-something. We've got a couple of mentions about, I'm not doing well into the dark place, and drugs, and some guys, failed relationships, coping mechanisms, just being swept up in shit. Although that was my interpretation, that wasn't what she specifically said. So please hide and seek from me. Somebody, please hide and seek from me. Like, get these things. I feel like it's an interesting way of crying out, remove these temptations from me, please. But then I don't know how accurate that is, because nothing the heart can't hold. Eyes don't know what can go. Feelings struck, heart line broke, nothing the heart can't hold. So the rest of the verse, I don't really understand. And that's just on me. Please hide and seek from me. Attitude, she's stankin'. And I like that she uses that word, because she also uses that word in the chorus in reference to the gentleman. Don't go by her ranking. She's that bitch. What the fuck you thinking? Come on with no ranking. You want to talk that shit? Yeah, I would love to try and interpret this and break this down, but I feel like at the same time I don't totally understand what she's getting at. So I'll just leave it be. As much fun as I have looking stupid in front of cameras, explaining lyrics and then having a totally wrong explanation for it. Sometimes it's better if I don't do that, just because, if I don't have anything to go off of, I don't want to force it. But then, you got this, please tell me you won't kill my vibe. That feels like a reference to Kendrick too. Pray and I pray till the pain away. Pray to the Lord it'll rain again. Fade away. Straight away. I can tell you are not paid. All right, let's keep going. Track 8 is called Bloom. Producer is Jada Love. Dropping in. Oh, did it actually start? No, it didn't. Okay, here we go. Track 8, Bloom.
I'm constantly trying to remember, okay, you have to chase your goals, but you got to check in with your mom. And you got to make sure your sisters are okay. You got to make sure your bills are paid, but you got to make sure you have fun and time for you, time for your friends. And, I just constantly feel like I'm neglecting parts of my life.
It's 24 hours. You take part of those hours, you do what you can do, and you go to bed.
Yep. But it's hard, isn't it? It's hard. We always feel like we have to do more. It's hard. This is great, because I was gonna say we just gotta let it go. And what does it sound like we're doing right now? Just kind of letting it go.
chase my dreams. I just want to be like, oh my God, fuck everything, fuck it. I'm moving to California. I'm following my dreams. Oh God, I'm a performer. I'm an entertainer. I'm a star. You have to have money. You have to maintain things, and that's just the way of life.
So something very excellent in this track is intro and outro, panic, anxiety, I gotta go, 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 go. And in the middle is this very calming, relaxing, soothing, catch your breath, a place to grow, a place to bloom, wonderful, beautiful. And I love how it starts with the panic and, you know, breaking it down, and then someone, you know, talking you through it. Like, no. You've only got so much time in a day. You can't do it all in one day. You know, put the pieces in place, do what you can, go to bed. And then you drop into this beautiful resting moment. But then what happens? Here comes the anxiety and the panic and the go, go, go again. Because it always comes back. I think that's the hardest part. It's one thing, you know, it's hard in our day-to-day of, okay, I got to just, you know, got to take some downtime. I got to chill rather than go, go, go. And that in itself can be a challenge. It can be difficult. But then, you know, we do it. All right, cool. And then after a while, what happens? Here comes the go, go, go again. Here it comes. You know, it doesn't last forever. So with this song, Bloom, I feel like, you know, I don't know specifically what's going on with her in this track, but I feel like she's doing a great job of representing that cycle, that on and off again of the go, go, go. But then also, I hope what has happened is she has found a way in her life, some sort of mechanism to, when she needs that place to grow, to bloom, to breathe, to rest, to not go, 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 that she can do that essentially, not necessarily at will. It's not like, you know, doing something like that, but she has a tool set that allows her to rest. That's important. That's important. It's hard to do, though. It's hard to figure out. I have been doing that with my own personal life. I've mentioned now a couple times the last few months, I just don't spend much time with comments anymore. What I found, what I was doing, like I have a 2-monitor setup, and for a while I was like, oh, I'll play a game and then I'll do comments. And what I found was I was doing both of them poorly. I was not allowing myself to relax and enjoy a game in my downtime, which is important. And then also when I was doing the messages, I wasn't like dedicating time and focus to the message. So I was doing both of them poorly. So what the hell am I doing? I'm screwing both of these things up instead of, you know, here I've got this idea, I'm doing 2 things at the same time. But yeah, I'm ruining 2 things at the same time. So for me personally, a mechanism that has helped me to just, right, is just tell myself, no, I'm not going to have second monitor anything. No Reddit, no Twitter, no Discord, no YouTube comments, nothing. It's just going to be Spotify. And then if I'm going to play a game, I'm going to focus and engage with the game I'm playing. So I relax. It's crazy. Like, fucking 44 years old, and I'm still have to like train myself, you know? But it's just the mechanisms in the brain. Like I'm sure there are plenty of you out there, if you know, whatever your social media vice is. But like for me, I'll scroll Reddit. I don't really interact with Reddit, but I'll just kind of scroll it, and I'll go, oh God, this is garbage, and I'll close the tab, and then I'll open Windows again and go, or not Windows, Firefox. I'll open it up and go to Reddit. And it's like, brain, no, we're closing this. Oh yeah, I know, but every time we open a tab, it's like, no, stop. You know, it's fucking weird. It's weird. These little vessels of ours, these bodies, these minds, these souls. But it makes it fun. You know, if it was all under perfect control, we'd be quite bored, and then God knows what would happen. All right, track 9. Let's move on to, it's called Wait. Producers are Henry Was. Oh, probably not Henry Was. Maybe Henry Was? I don't know. And then Doechii? Oh, I think that's right. Doechii. Okay. Track 9, Wait. This has been a fantastic listen so far.
No need to bring fall back in August, September. You should just fall
it, waiting for you to cash on it. Life is just like a bike, it don't move unless you pedal. And less about who is better and more about who blessing them. Who wants to clear the fog and all the smoke in your mirrors? When you could just fall back and wait. Delete your call log and clear your agenda.
I fucking love these two lines.
You should just eat what's on your plate.
Delete your call log and clear your agenda. You should just eat what's on your plate. God. The simplicity is what makes it so fantastic. Just delete it. Delete it. Something I do that cracks me up because it kind of bugs other people is I don't have notifications on my phone. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. Like it'll buzz if I get a call or a text. But like, you know how you can have the little light blink or something? Nope, don't have that. The ringer's been on mute for years. I'll get a text. I'll respond to it like 6 hours later. I have no notifications on my desktop. Like everything I do, all the settings I set up, no notifications. None. I don't want any of that shit. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Because all it does for me personally, and please, when I say these things, please don't, I don't want it to sound like this is what you need to do with your life. You do what you want with your life. For me, when I get these, it's just a ping. It's just these pings. And it like interrupts my, whatever it is I'm doing. And I found that the more focused and the more just one task at a time I am, something like this, for example, I feel so much better. I can just sit and I can focus and I can do the thing. I hate ping, 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 ping. Attention to this, attention to that. No. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. And that's the, eat what's on your plate. That's that part. But then the whole delete your call log. Oh my God, fuck, look at all this shit. Yeah, just delete it. You don't even need to. Just delete it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. My son and I were laughing yesterday because he mentioned something about emails. He has all these emails. And I was like, oh, let's look at my email, my YouTube account email, and how many emails there are. There were over 23,000 emails. And I mean, that's over the course of like 3.5 years, but it's like, I gave up a long time ago trying to keep that inbox. That fucking, no, whatever. It's just, I don't even look at it. I literally don't even look at it. Now that's a different one from my contact email, which that one I look at, but we had a good laugh over that yesterday. Just eat what's on your plate. Oh yeah. Good shit. All right, let's keep going.
Hope I'm coming off chill. Hope I'm keeping it real. Hope that people feel safe when they enter my crib. Still a baby by day, bad bitch by night. Still applying my gloss from red to green light. Niggas calling my phone, bitches calling my phone, private calling my phone, blocking you off my phone. You should just fall back in.
I love this chorus. It's very just, there's nothing forced about it. It's very calm.
You should just eat what's on your plate.
I like this, that they melt away the production. Something I love about that last section right there, that little da 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 da. It feels like the inverse of the skip to my loo part where I'm struggling. Well, she didn't say this, but I felt like, just struggling to keep my head above water. This felt more of like a freedom and an openness rather than being swept up in something. That last bit right there. And so, coming off of the previous track, which was Bloom, and, this kind of this back and forth about stresses and anxiety and stuff like that. And I mentioned maybe she's figured out a mechanism on how to allow herself time to relax and bloom and be beautiful and breathe and grow and all that stuff. Maybe this is it right here. Just eat what's on your plate, delete the call log, clear the agenda, block people on your phone. Don't worry about it. Let it go. This is an interesting line. Who wants to clear the fog and all the smog in your mirrors when you could just fall back and wait? All the fog and smog in your mirrors. Who wants to clear that away when you could just fall back and wait? So it's almost like this idea of looking back or trying to remember, like maybe trying to remember something, but you can't. So you want to clear away the fog, but why bother? Just fall back and wait. I wonder if this means of like some sort of idea of forgetting something, like trying to remember. Oh, what was I supposed to remember? But then it's like, don't worry about it. If it's important, it'll come back up again. Just wait. Just chill out and wait. And whatever it was back there the other day that you were supposed to do that maybe you can't remember, you're all foggy, hazy. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if that's true, but that's kind of what I take from it. I don't know. She had a different flow here too on that verse 1. She was, that she was kind of cracking through really fast. Life is just like a settlement, waiting for you to cash on it. Life is like a bike. It don't move unless you're pedaling. Less about who is better and more about who blessing them. Softer than gelatin peanuts to elephants. You dumb as a box of rocks if you think it's irrelevant. My granny been popping Xannies since CBS met the nanny. That's the TV show, right? Fran Drescher. 93. Okay. My mammy dandy, she's chippier than Annie. And I'm not talking a family. But I've been dreaming of fishes since I've been watching the Grammys. What's dreaming of fishes? I don't get that. Here, Doechii might be indulging in a bit of wordplay, dreaming of fishes, gouramis while she's watching the Grammys. I don't know. I'm here to stay like shit in your panties. I like how every now and then she puts these like just absurd lines in. And the reason why I like that is like I was saying earlier, how she just has this parallel to taking myself seriously, hop out, haha, look at me, taking myself seriously, and then whoop, pop back in, take myself seriously again. I need some standing ovation since y'all can't seem to understand me. I might look fly in the Matrix. I hope I'm sticking my landing. All right, let's keep going. Cool album so far. Really enjoying this. Track 10 is called Death Roll. Malik95 is the producer. It's a 2-minute track. Drop it in. Here we go. Some blurry guitar going on.
Speed the freeway when I need a breeze, ayy. Wine in Chinese when I feel uneasy. Fall to my knees, take a line, I needed a boost. Stumble inside of the booth, mumbling none of the truth. As sweat drips down my tits, I contemplate how did it ever get like this. I contemplate how did I ever get this rich or get this bag. I wonder what them labels see in a bitch this black. I wonder what my friends all think when I'm not there. I love the way my ideas flow when I'm not scared. I love the way my hips roll slow, but I don't like the way it feels when my vices are absent. I'm not there. I got shit to prove, no time to fall back, fall for who is where you left at. I wonder what's the point, I wonder why fight. I go to light the joint, I wonder why light. I feel so ignorant, sick of being friendly only bring bad business. Lost friends, shed just like loose skin. I lost friends and lost kin, closer than him, these loose ends. I'd rather choose me over them, these loose ends over him. When I'm bleeding and I'm fading out, you know I gotta up that stock, I gotta up my profit. When I'm outside, keep my composure. When I'm outside sober, gotta up my profit.
I was wondering how that was going to wrap up. And then it goes into Prophet. The next song is called Prophet. So Death Roll, I forgot to mention the Death Roll is also what they call alligators, right? Like when they latch on and then they spin. Isn't that a death roll? So I think that's a reference to some alligator behavior. But so a lot of people are drawing parallels between her and Kendrick. And I think I'm starting to get why. I don't want to sit here and call her the female Kendrick because I agree with what other people are saying. Let her be her, yes. And what she is doing is great. I see why people are making these comparisons though, because like, for example, how this track closes out is a lot like that track off of Good Kid, Mad City. I can't remember the name of the song, but it's Keisha's sister, and I'll never fade away, and I'll never fade away, and blah, blah. She's chewing out Kendrick for bringing up Keisha in Section 80 and all, right? And I'll never fade away, I'll never fade away. So she uses the same mechanic here. But so you could say, okay, maybe there's a little bit of influence there or inspired by or whatever, but it's a mechanic. Like, just because Kendrick did it doesn't mean nobody else can do it, and if somebody else does it, that doesn't mean they're copying Kendrick. It's just, okay, here's another person using that mechanic. And I think it's important in that we, especially coming off of, so we're in this kind of like a streak right now with Bloom. And then Wait, where there's these couple of songs where it's more about just trying to chill out and relax and not be so swept up in these things. And now you get into Death Roll, where, holy shit. Speed the freeway when I need to breeze. I rarely go fast on the freeway just because there's so many assholes on the road, and I'm terrified of getting fucking speeding tickets anymore. I don't know why. I've got this paranoia about it now. But there is something nice about just driving, windows down, nobody else around, that kind of thing. Like, that always calms me down, especially when I got some good music on. Whine in Chinese when I feel uneasy. Fall to my knees, take a line. I needed a boost. Stumble inside of the booth, mumbling none of the truth. Ooh, that's a good one. I contemplate, how did it ever get like this? How did I ever get this rich or get this bag? I wonder what them labels see in a bitch this black. I wonder what my friends all think when I'm not there. This line is fucking amazing. I love the way my ideas flow when I'm not scared. Oh my God. I love that one. So something else I don't talk about too often, but I've done painting, I've done sculpture, I've done a lot of writing. I actually have a full written novel on a hard drive. Didn't publish it, didn't do anything with it, but I wrote a full book. And when you get into a creative process, it's something I always struggle with. And this is why I like artists like JPEG Mafia so much. I'll tell myself, okay, relax. Have fun. This is for you. You don't have to take it seriously. Like, it can be whatever you want it to be. Okay, yeah. And then I go to do the thing, and I take it seriously. It's like, why? Where does this come from? I don't understand. It's very strange. I have a hard time letting go in a creative process for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what that is. I think part of it probably comes from I just care. I care about that kind of stuff. I love art, and I want to make something that means something. But at the same time, the whole point of doing it is the experience itself, not the end. And so why the hell am I worried about the end result when it puts the process itself at sacrifice? It's like, enjoy the process. And then whatever it is, just let it fucking be. It doesn't matter. Especially when it's like shit, a book that isn't published. Who cares? Like, what difference does it make? But to go back to that line, every now and then you just get these moments of, I'm not worried about what this is. I'm not worried. I'm just letting it be. And so it just comes out and okay, yeah, this works. Yeah, this works. It's an incredible feeling. So that line is fucking fantastic. I love the way my ideas flow when I'm not scared. Because doubt, you guys, oh my God. Doubt is a motherfucker. It just comes in and goes, are you sure? Fuck you, doubt. Get out. Get out of here. We don't want you around here no more, doubt. I love the way my hips roll slow, but I don't like the way it feels when my vices are absent. I'm not there. And I think what the I'm not there means is I'm thinking about, I really want some of this or that or the other. So your mind is not present where you physically are because you're thinking about, the vices and what you actually want to do. Sleep all day, all night, no time to work. Ex my fiance can't make it work. Bad bitches got burned. Now that bridge is burned. And when them tables turn, you can't call back. Got that call, but I can't call back. Feeling all alone, I can't stall that. That's another great one. Because there's different feelings we can go through, right? And we can cope with this, or we can cope with that, or we can, pretend like this isn't happening. But if you're feeling alone, there isn't really a way to like paint over that and pretend like it isn't there. That's just there. Got shit to prove, no time to fall back. So that's a pivotal line right there, because the previous track was Wait. And that was talking about the fall and just wait and all that shit. And I like that because as you get to the end of the song and it fades out, it's like she's starting to run herself ragged again. I lost friends, shed just like loose skin, lost friends and lost kin closer to him, loose ends. I'd rather choose me over them, these loose ends, or a him when I'm bleeding and I'm fading out. And then of course that's what happens in the song. She's fading out. I got to get that stop. I got to get my profit up when I'm outside. Keep my composure. When I'm sober, got to get my profit up. Or up my profit. Sorry, I'm saying that wrong. And then it fades out. And then we go into track 11, which is called Profit. So it feels like she's losing control again of just her ability to chill out and relax. Now starting to run ragged again. And we talked about that before. There's cycles. So now let's go into Profit. Track 11. Mike Hector and K&D are the producers. Let's drop in.
Thank you, Mike.
Dirt under my fingernails, blood on my top hat. Nigga talking tough, I had to peel the nigga top back. Flowing on the beat, my engine nigga mute the talk back. Black bitches always bending backwards on the soft mat. Doing acrobatics, falling face first, ass down. I was playing father figure, now I'm making 6 now. 6 figures, now my shit's bigger and you're sick now. I'm making peace with the fact that I'm going poppin' shit. I'm making poppin' shit, but I'm still poppin' shit. My label hate the direction I'm going, they knock my shit. Stick to the plan and ignore them, I can't acknowledge it. They don't make statues of critics, they don't make statues of fans. I'm not no politician, I can't be shaking them hands.
Taylor Hickman.
Hello.
You in them spool still?
We recording right now.
Talk your shit, go crazy. I mean, go be the icon that you are, that's all.
Boom back, rap.
And it drops in the boom back. Yeah. Talk your shit, go crazy. Yeah. And they don't make statues of critics. And they don't make statues of fans. Yeah. And you have to blaze your own path. My label hate the direction I'm going. They're knocking my shit. Stick to the plan, ignore them. I can't acknowledge it. They don't make statues of critics. They don't make statues of fans. I'm not no politician. I like politician. I can't be shaking them hands. Fuck modest. Fuck polished. Fuck the politics. I pledge allegiance to the motherfucking prophet, bitch. But I think, I would hope that, although she is cracking a joke at herself about going pop, but you got to make your own path. That's it. You got to blaze through in the direction you want to go, and damn the rest of them. Just damn the rest of them. If you don't like it, whatever it is that you're making, if you don't like it, what's the fucking point? Unless you're literally strictly in it only for the money, only for the fame, only for whatever. If you don't actually care about the process, then okay, whatever. But then it doesn't even matter, because you'll just make whatever you think you're supposed to make. Like, essentially, the artistic integrity is gone at that point. Because it has nothing to do with art then. It's just serving the ego, essentially. But when you're working on something because it's something that you want to do for yourself, it has to be for yourself. And then if other people like it, great. That's the bonus. But that can't be the goal. It can't be I got to make something people like. What about you? What do you like? I remember watching this interview with Queens of the Stone Age. Josh Homme is his name, the head man, basically. And when he was young and they were touring and they were opening for this other band and they were all excited, and he was talking to the guys, the other band, and like, isn't this great? We get to go on tour and play these songs. And the other band, I don't remember who it was, they were sick of it. They hated it. I hate playing these fucking songs. I'm so tired of these songs. And he was just blown away by this idea. Like, you're in a band. You can make any song. make the song you want to play. Like, you have this incredible ability. You can do whatever you want. Why are you playing songs you don't like? But basically, you know, especially like if you're an older band and maybe your fan base is dwindling and you got to stick to the hits type of a thing. I have a friend who was in a band for a while too, and he was so sick and tired of playing the same songs. I mean, I get that. That would be old. That would get old. But yeah, make a new song. Play what you want to play. Make what you want to make. Otherwise, what are we doing? Just a waste of time. All right, that's a little bit too much there. We went on a long time over that. Okay, so we went through Death Roll. We went through Prophet. Now we're going to drop into what's called Boom Bap after this little outro of somebody calling. I'm assuming her real name is Jayla Hickman. I'm assuming. Gets a call from somebody saying, you know, giving support, talk your shit, go crazy, be the icon you are. Then we drop into Boom Bap. So it kind of started out banging right away. I'm expecting this to be a little bit more of that boom bap type sound. Talk your shit, go crazy, be the icon you are. Producers are Camper and DJ Miss Millen. Or Milan. I'll say Miss Milan. I don't know. Track 12, Boom Bap.
Boom bap, rap, rappity rap, rappity rap, boom bap, 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 bap. They said Camper, they said they want me to rap. They want real rap from a bitch, like they out rapping a bitch. Yeah, she could clap a little bit, do that, they ain't saying shit. That ass a magnet, I get it. You know, attractive and shit. I just can't sing a little bit. I mean, that shit was a hit. You know exactly what it is. The choir gon' sing what it is. Top 100, what it is. Numero uno, what it is. What it is, what the fuck is it? Boom bap cap, boom bap rap, boom bap cap, boom bap. Get top on the phone, tell him it's a rap, nigga. Get top on the phone, tell him it's all rap, nigga. Say it's real, and it's rap, and it boom, and it bap, and it bounce, and it clap, and it's house, and it's rap. It's everything. I'm everything. I gave my soul to this shit. 8 lumps of coal for this shit. Went on the road for this shit. Played humble for this shit. Mugs, people goes with this shit. Might call J. Cole for this shit. I'm with the bull in the shit. I'm going home with the shit. Got get top on the phone.
I guess she's all pissed off. Jesus Christ. So this song makes me think of a song by Tool, which is 1,000% different from this. But the song is called Ticks and Leeches, and it's off their album Lateralis, which is just a progressive metal masterpiece. And apparently the story with the song Ticks and Leeches is that they were almost done with the album, and the label kept harassing them. Where's your metal song? You need a metal song. You need a heavy song. And they were like, no, you have to have. So they wrote the song called Ticks and Leeches. And it is a fucking banger. It is a heavy, heavy song. But in the middle, there's this lull. This like slow, calm, stretched out section. And I feel like it's just this giant fuck you to the label. But the chorus is so great. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you had in mind? I hope this is what you wanted, because this is what you're getting. And he's just screaming. Like Maynard is just fucking screaming. And it's the song is good in itself, but the song is great when you kind of know the origin story behind it, because it's just being harassed by these fucking record companies, and you have to make this, you have to make that. And so this song, boom, bap, rap, rappity, rap, like, oh, I have to rap. They want real rap. They need rap. They want rap. I can't sing a little bit, you know? Get Top on the phone. Tell them it's rap. It's all rap. It's rap. So I feel like this song is just like, God damn, leave me alone about fucking rap. I can rap. I put rap on the album. What do you want from me? However, I will say, like, as a song, I probably won't listen to that one too much, just because it is like a wild joke. But that's just funny. I gave my soul to this shit. 8 lumps of coal for this shit. Went on the road. Played humble. Not was humble, played humble. Ha, that's funny. Funny track. Oh, the chair's empty on that picture. Ha, didn't even notice that. right, let's move on to track 13, which is called Nissan Altima. I have a story about Nissan Altima. I was out in New Mexico for work a couple years back, had to rent a car. Turned out to be a Nissan Altima, as you could probably assume, since I'm telling the story. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Never driven one of these. It was fine car. Stayed in New Mexico for the weekend to explore some stuff. Drove around for the weekend, and just couldn't quite get the seat right. Kind of adjusted it. And I was like, oh, well, it's a rental car. It's not my car, so it feels a little different. Monday morning, could barely walk. The worst case of sciatica nerve pinch I've ever had. Couldn't extend my leg straight, my left leg. I remember I couldn't even stretch my leg straight. Could not, I had to have a bend in my knee from driving a Nissan Altima around northern New Mexico for the weekend. So I'm not a fan. That's all I'm saying. That's my story. I hope you enjoyed my story. If you own a Nissan Altima, I hope it treats you well. If your back hurts, that's why. All right, let's drop in. Looks like this is a single. Actually, this is one of the songs that has a music video. Here we go. Track 13, Nissan Altima.
Wake up, A cup, get your tits up in my makeup, face fuck, get your bake up, fake bluff, fake tough, niggas dicks up, put your six up for the motherfucking princess, rates up, jigs up, put your dicks up, get your dicks up, put your motherfucking sticks up, they suck, that's tough, nigga, pay up, get your rates up for the motherfucking princess. But bullshit me, she freaky, kinda ligas, Dalai Lama, Doechii, cooler than a fan, but she get hotter than the sun, take a trip out to Japan and I tsunami, her vagina, wine down a Benihana, I'm the new hip hop Madonna, I'm the new hip hop Madonna, I'm the trap Grace Jones, I don't know what type of motherfucking crack they own, I'm like Carrie Bradshaw with a back brace on. I've been carrying you bitches now for way too long. I'm a black bitch, purple cunt, stack chips, smoke a blunt. All beef gets smoked. I'm a real fly bitch, you ain't coach ho. Rates up, jigs up, put your dicks up, get your dicks up, put your motherfucking sticks up. They suck.
This is she is like blazing through this fucking track too.
Put the motherfucking money in my motherfucking hands. I'm in Gucci in a bonnet, spinning motherfucking bands. I got haters, I got fans, I got stands in the stands. Do they love her or they hate her? Either way they spinning bands. I could really give a damn, I could really give a fuck. Long as you bitches know what's up. It's Doechii, bitch, Miss D-O-E, Don Dada, bitch, you notice me. She munching on the vibes while she watching Hulu. Wake up, A cup, get your tits up in my makeup, face fuck, get your bake up, fake bluff, fake tough, niggas dicks up, put your six up for the motherfucking princess. Get your rates up for the motherfucking princess.
So what I like about this is we got boom bap, we've got profit, we've got this outro. All of these elements are, again, like I was saying earlier, these breadcrumbs, just these breadcrumbs, the mosaic effect. We're just kind of getting little tidbits about her, where she is, who she is. And I love how we're coming out of profit. You're coming out of, what is it, death roll, weight bloom. And then you get into this thing of, oh, I have to rap. I have to rap. And some frustration with that. Frustration with, it's, imagine telling an artist, you have to express your art in this specific way. No, fuck you. No, But here we are. And so this outro is great because it's someone who's supportive and I love you and I'm proud of you. And then talk your shit, go crazy. And now she's kind of fucking talking her shit and going crazy. Boom Bap and Nissan Altima are both talking shit and rapping because it has to be rap, right? It's got to be rap. Oh, shit. This line, dude, Netflix and chill has competition. She munching on the box while she's watching Hulu. Oh, God. That shit's funny. Very funny. I got haters, I got fans, I got stands in the stands. Do they love her or hate her? Either way, they're spending bands. I could really give a damn. I could really give a fuck as long as you bitches know what's up. Put the motherfucking money in my motherfucking hands. I wonder if Doechii is the type of person that would have a wallet that says, bad motherfucker. That's a great scene. God, I need to watch that movie again. It's been a while. Fucking Pulp Fiction. Good movie. Take a trip out of Japan and I tsunami her vagina. Wine and Diner. Benihana. I'm the new hip-hop Madonna. Who is Grace Jones? Oof. I might have embarrassed myself by asking that question, but I don't know who Grace Jones is. Doechii, Madonna, Grace Jones, iconic bisexual musicians. Okay. I don't know who Carrie Bradshaw is with the back brace. Been carrying you bitches for way too long. Oh God, man. Yeah, good talking shit track right there. Good talking shit track. I look forward to watching that video. Okay, track 14 is called GTFO. Great acronym. Get the fuck out of here. Producers Devin Malik dropping in track 14, GTFO. I'm curious to see if the rest of the album is just her talking shit the whole time now.
Get the fuck out my way. Get the fuck out my way, bitch. Get the fuck out my way, bitch. Get the fuck out my way, bitch. Get the fuck out my way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. If you plan on heavy.
That's a reference to something, isn't it? Ludicrous, right.
Poker, call me Mrs. Parlay. And I'm carrying these bitches like my period. Like, why you say I do that shit when I didn't do that shit? Pull up looking like a lick, then I sped off in a bitch. Get the fuck out my way, bitch.
This one's got a weird energy to it.
Get the fuck out my way.
Kind of lethargic.
Pussy bitch, get the fuck. Get the whip like Bentley truck. Pussy hoe keep starting shit. Blicky make a dap and duck. Blicky make a dap and duck. Extendo make a hokey poke. Line these pussy bitches up and make them do the Doechii dope. Gone bitch, I got the clip in a banana two-tone bitch. I feel like Thanos in this bitch. I'm too stoned,
I'm
bitch.
too
I be like,
stoned. Oh my God.
Then I'm gone, bitch.
Oh
I be
my God.
Then I'm gone. Higher than a drone. Pussy hoe, leave me alone. Move, bitch, scram. I go ape shit, I go ham. Swear I'll fuck me up a bitch. Swear I'll fuck me up a man. Talking shit on Instagram. See me, it starts to stuttering. I stomp a bitch out in my fashion Timberlands. I'm drinking porn star martinis and my easy breezy city.
And this this verse by the artist known as Cunt Fetish. It's got the same kind of like lethargic delivery, but the thing that I'm hung up on is I feel like it's intentional. I don't really understand what the intention is here. Like I'm not connecting the dots, because with Doechii and what she's done so far in this album, I feel pretty comfortable in trusting her when it comes to artistic expression and having specific intent. So this one's kind of throwing me off a little bit. I'm gonna back it up a little bit since I cut right in the middle of the verse.
Bitch move, bitch scram. I go ape shit, I go ham. Swear I'll fuck me up a bitch. Swear I'll fuck me up a man. Talking shit on Instagram. See me, it starts to stuttering. I stomp a bitch out in my fashion Timberlands. I'm drinking porn star martinis and my easy breezy city. Waiting yellow polka top bikini. Wanna pay me, you can't pay me. Hoes give me the heebie-jeebies. Hoes give me the I don't wanna mingle. You know what to do when you see me. I'm serious, like, get the fuck out my way.
No, I'm serious, so get the fuck out of my way. Okay, I wasn't really into that one. Oh, I did like, I'm carrying these bitches like my period's late. Oh my God. But yeah, for whatever, this song doesn't really land with me. Get the whip, get my belly truck, pussy hoe. I don't know. I think maybe it's just kind of the overall energy of the track, the delivery on the vocals, and the kind of the production. It feels like a little bit more lethargic, a little bit just kind of more, especially the vocal delivery is kind of like a almost like, what would you call it? Like you've been drinking all night or whatever, and you're to the point where, okay, now it's like catching up with me, but you're still like mouthing off. Like you still have some energy, but you're now on the downtrend, you know? It just kind of feels like that. And so it's a weird mix with the whole get the fuck out of my way and talking shit, because it feels like a low energy talking shit. But then I think, well, then there's something I'm missing. Like I feel like that's on purpose. So what would be the artistic intent of that? And maybe, I mean, it could be after these two tracks of Boom Bap and NISSAN Altima were just high intensity talking shit. Maybe the idea here is on this track arc is when she gets into that mode, maybe it wears her out. Maybe this is just the back end of another cycle where now we're going to like come down. I don't know. We'll see. Let's find out. The next track is called Huh. Producers Devin Malik dropping in track 15. Huh.
Top, yeah, give me top, yeah, get top, yeah, give me top, yeah, give me top.
Very different sound.
5 a.m. top hill, okay. No Richmond in my wrist, okay. Top hill make that make she pay. 500 bill for my milk, okay. No car, don't need gas. I'm so ahead of this fashion. 500K on my wrist, okay. 5 a.m. top hill,
500K on my wrist. Okay. Got it. That's still, every time I hear stuff like that, it blows me away.
Niggas turn page, they changing. I'm gauging. Niggas switch names, no face, no case. Niggas switch states, new name, new face. No car, don't need gas. I'm so ahead of this fashion.
Huh. I'm not saying that as a pun either.
Exactly. I'm so ahead of this fashion. 500K on my wrist, okay. 5 a.m. top hill, okay.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm not blown away. She's got some money. Mad, but she's got a friend that's mad because, you know, she ain't giving up the bag to him. Okay. Yeah, that one was okay. So last two, whatever. Oh, I didn't put a heart next to profit. So started out strong. Now a bit of a couple misses on my chart here, on my check, no check. But that's okay. You know, that's one thing that's difficult with an album when it does start out very strong like this one does. It's hard to keep that going. So, you know, it's all right. Track 16 is called Slide. Producers Cal Banks. Don't really have anything to say about, yeah. I mean, I again, like I said, I don't hate it, but it's like if I don't hear this again, I don't feel like I'm missing a whole lot. I will listen to it more. That's part of the additional listens. I gotta sit up straight too. Proper posture. Good for the back. I've got this nerve in my back that gets cranky if I do not maintain proper posture. Anyway, track 16, Slide, drop it in. Okay. Interesting production sound. I like that, the little great sound. Really good sound here. I think this one is more of the pop sound that she was talking about a couple tracks prior. But it's good. I like it. I'm cool with this one. Interesting sound, that this like blurry effect that's over the top of the production.
I slip, you slide, I whip, you drive, you die, I trip, we fight. I seal, you sell, I buy. Drip, life, taking me over the ride. I'm a patron, yeah. You got me going, yeah.
Yeah, this one's cool. I like Slide. Easy listen.
Keep them all in my hip and I'm doing the most for you. Doing the most for you. You like the way you move. You like the way I groove. Dropping it down to boozy. You like the way I'm choosy. Don't wanna go, I'll stay. Keeping me on all day. Facing me on no toolie. Keeping me on no groovy.
Yeah, it's cool. That was cool. You know, in terms of like lyrics and stuff, pretty straightforward. Not a lot to break down there. Ass so big you could bake it. Pretty funny. But yeah, you know, something I was thinking about though, I find a little interesting. We had Prophet, and I don't know if I don't remember if I said this or not, but at the end of Prophet, she's talking about I pledge allegiance to the motherfucking prophet. And I kind of found that a little surprising. Like, up at that point, that's track 11. Those first 10 tracks, man, I felt like artistically were so strong. And so I was a little thrown off to be this like, pledge allegiance to the prophet. Okay. All right, And she had mentioned, I think shortly prior, actually in this track right here, in this verse, I'm making peace with the fact that I'm going pop and shit. Okay. And then, you got Boom Bap, where she's all bitching about, oh, God, I have to rap, bro. I got to rap after rap. And then, Nissan Altima, she's rapping like crazy, really talking shit. And now we're kind of sliding into these kind of poppy tracks a little bit. And I feel like now, as we've gone through some of this, I feel like the first half of the album was essentially her. Like more of the artistic side. And now I feel like on this back half, we're addressing more of like maybe what the label wanted her to put on the album. Pure assumption on my part. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I have no idea. But I feel like we've switched over from pretty great artistic expression into more of a, it's got to be a rap song, it's got to be a pop song, more digestible lyrics, more shit talking, that kind of a thing. Feels like that has happened on the back half here, especially with Slide. So let's move on to track 17, which is called Fireflies. We'll see how this sounds. Producers are Sater and Monte Booker. This is the longest track off the album, 4.5 minutes. Here we go. Here is Fireflies. Oh, it's two-parter. Oh, my. I like these. Boom. Just like diving board shaking bass waves that are rolling
calling me
through.
childish. All I gotta show is my mileage. Niggas ain't cut right tracing. I've been up so late, you been up so late. Think about you, no friend shit. Think about you and your fragrance. Tricking on hoes, like Sally on toes. I'm doing these shots, no picking me up. Doing these shots, no smithing, eh. Calling me up like mittens, yeah. Let's get the fucking kissing. Let's get the munching, holding, gripping. Instead of that nigga ain't worth the mention. Let's get the biting, the soaking, sipping. My body do things for you that I never seen her do. I open my spleen for you, and I can do shit that you wouldn't believe. I'ma surrender my body to please you.
Huh. Oh my.
You could never say I never fuck with you. And you could never say I never made love to you. You could never say I never tried. In, out, in, out.
Trippy. It's very kind of like a dreamy state. This is a love drug. It does feel like an intoxicating type of situation. Let's keep going and see where it ends up. For whatever reason, I have this sensation of, I'm feeling like things are going to fall out, but I don't know why. I just have this sensation of it's gonna, like I'm waiting for the shoe to drop, basically.
I'm not 80, I'm not 80, I'm like baby, don't let me down, fireflies. Keep the light till it's over. Underground over time. Keep the light till there's closure. Trying to take my time with you, you're always on my mind. Always from the side of you, the shadows what I like. Please keep me from discrepancies that hold me from my light. I keep the light till there's closure.
like this second part. I kind of like this song, but I don't get the back section, the second half. Huh. I'll put a heart next to that one. If I can click it. There we go. Don't let me down, fireflies. Keep the night till it's over. Underground overtime. Keep the light till there's closure. Try to take my time with you. You're always on my mind. Always from the side of you that shadows when I lag. Please keep me from discrepancies that hold me from my light. I tried to take my time with you, but and then it cuts off. Don't let me down, fireflies. Sick of people calling me childish. All I gotta show is my mileage. They're not cut right tracing. I've been up so late. You've been up so late. Thinking about you. No Frank shit. That's a reference to Frank Ocean. Thinking about you and your fragrance. Tricking on hoes like Sally on toes. I'm throwing these shots. No picking me up. Throwing these shots. No Smith and A. I feel like maybe this is like a Smith and Wesson type thing. Like shots, Smith and Wesson. Anyway, I don't know. Curling me up like mittens. Throwing shit back. No photo. All of that shit worth mentioning. Clenching these walls till you're calling my name. I'm writing these songs till you're hearing my pain. Last ball man got the last bitch up, so it's one last try in the back of your truck. One last try in the back of your truck. You're going to want to sneak up Lindsters. You're going to want to sit, smoke, stare at the blinker. You're going way too far with the finger. I'll fall back just like a sprinkler. Don't call back till like bling, bling, bling. We're going to fuck around and do the same damn thing. We're going off the stove like Bossa Nova, hotter than Hell's Kitchen. Let's get the fucking kissing. Yeah. Instead of that, he ain't worth mentioning, or ain't worth the mention. Let's get to biting, soaking, sipping. My body do things you've never seen her do. Open up. Get the fuck. This is a love drug. We go up above these assumptions, pushing out in and out. You can never say I never fucked with you. I make love to you. Drive me crazy. Sun so shady like my baby. Drive me crazy. On the way on my day. Sun so shady like my baby. Huh. Don't let me down, fireflies. Keep night till it's over. So it's like she's hooking up with this guy and it's the last time. Maybe it's the last time she was with this person. Well, I think I'm assuming it's a guy. I don't know. It might not be a guy, but it might be a girl. Whoever it is, whoever she's hooking up with, it's like it's the last time. And so this whole don't let me down, fireflies, keep the night till it's over. Like fireflies keep going around, keep burning bright, make it so that the nighttime keeps going. Kind of like this idea of, you know, as long as the fireflies are still out, then it's still the nighttime and we're still together. Interesting song. Huh. Definitely referencing something. This feels like almost like just like stream of conscience of you know, a rereading of a diary entry, and then instead of writing down what happened, just writing down the feelings of it. Huh. You know, it makes me think of, I don't really know why, but just the idea of the last night. It reminds me of that morning when my wife dropped me off at the aircraft carrier for my deployment. That was a shitty day. I mean, it's a weird thing, man, where there's nothing you can do. It's just, okay, goodbye for 6-7 months. Okay, bye. I mean, I remember too that weekend, because it was a Monday morning. That weekend, you have this feeling of, well, we have to do something. We have to cram a lifetime of experience of whatever into this weekend, so that when we're separated from each other, we don't, you know, we know we got the most, but you can't. So it's like this weird desperation to try and fill a void that's coming, but you can't. And then also this feeling at the same time of total resignation of what's happening that can't be stopped. Yeah, that just kind of pops into mind. I remember everything about that moment. Giving her a hug and just holding her, standing there on the dock, not like it's a dock, but like just the concrete structure. It was dark and there was a little bit of fog, and all the parking lot lights were on, and they're like this yellowish haze. And it's just like, what do you say? And neither of us really said anything. It was just a long hug that nobody wanted to end. And then we stopped hugging, and I turned around and I walked onto the ship. And that's it. And here begins the next 7 months of my life, 6 months, whatever, however long it was. It was a while of not being with her. Oh, fuck, man. Not fun. Not fun. I don't miss that shit. I really, really enjoy coming home. Oh, man. I really do. Okay. Track 18 is called Beverly Hills. Producer is Devin Malik. With Fireflies, it's very vague in how it's written, but it feels specific to her. So there you go. She gets to keep that one. I don't really have much to say to that one. I kind of like it, but I don't really know what to make of it. All right, here we go. Track 18, Beverly Hills.
It's done. It's dead. I'm not hitting him up anymore.
Okay, so that was the last night. Get your shit before I walk in.
Waking up to piss all in the bathroom. Straight up. Yeah. Thinking about another life without you.
Ah.
Yeah. You never really
I like this one. Great stuff.
Straight up.
I like these fed up, straight
Let
up.
me talk my shit tonight. I'ma talk it to be so argumentative. I'd rather cause you out somewhere in Beverly Hills.
Broke to be so argumentative.
Recognize who you is. You missing out on Rick, compromise where we live. Try to brag in your ear, but every time you speak, I'm just interpreting feels. I do big things, I got big plans. I got big dreams, need a real man. You down real bad if you think I'm
the vocals here are fantastic. Too broke to be so argumentative. Oh, love it.
Recognize who you is. You missing out on Rick, compromise where we live. Try to brag in your ear, but every time you speak, I'm just interpreting fear. Get your shit for a walk-in.
I love this get your shit before I walk in. That's amazing. This song is fantastic. Yeah, that's a great song. I love the bass line. I mean, I love every bass line. Let's be fair. Let's be real. If there's a bass line, I'm into it, right? But I mean this time I really mean it. Let's go through some lyrics. There's some good lyrics tucked away in here. Talk that shit. I'm gonna talk it. Get your shit before I walk in. Oh God. No more fits, about to lock in. Had that grip, you lost it. Sick of waking up to piss all in the bathroom. Straight up. Thinking about another life without you. Fed up. You never really were my type. Straight up. But let me talk my shit tonight. Too broke to be so argumentative. Oh, God. What a hilarious line. I mean, there's a lot of truth being said right there. Like, I almost feel like she's revealing something, like, because it's funny in the obvious, straightforward sense, but it's also it's like, okay, so if he's got a lot of money, you'll just let a guy argue with you, which is funny in its own right as well. I'd rather curse you out somewhere in Beverly Hills And the song's called Beverly Hills. And what's great is earlier in the album, I don't remember where now. It's been a while. How long have we been running? 2 hours already. Talking about I gotta go to Beverly Hills. I gotta go to California. You know, I gotta be a star, but I don't have the money and all this other shit. So now it sounds like she's kind of like out in California. Maybe not. I don't know. You don't recognize who you is. You're missing out on rent. Could compromise where we live, so you're gonna get evicted, right? If you're not paying your damn rent. I won't try to brag in your ear, but every time you speak, I'm just interpreting fear. Oh, that's a great one. That's a great one. Every time you speak, the words you're saying, how you're saying them, all I hear is you expressing fear, right? That's great. That's really great. It's hard. Very hard. You must be mad if you think I'm gonna laugh at the shit ass jokes that you're talking. You should be glad that I ain't breaking the glass you bought last year for my birthday. I do big things, got big plans, got big dreams, need a real man. You down real bad if you think I'm not gonna talk how I walk that walk. Which, I mean, like on one hand you could go, oh, she's being cocky, she's being arrogant, whatever, maybe, who knows, right? But from her perspective, her point of view, what I'm taking is like, yeah, if you're trying to become this performer, this person, this artist, this essentially this entity, this persona, you got to talk and walk the walk. You got to do both, right? You can't just say things and then not follow through. But there's also this inverse of if you're out there doing stuff, you kind of got to run your mouth too. I don't remember what interview it was, but this guy talking about how he had a friend who was like a movie star or a rock star or something like that, and said that the guy in private was just this cool, great person to be around. It's just a normal dude, right? But anytime they went out in public, he always kind of dressed it up and played it up and acted like an asshole. And he asked him, why do you do that? And he's like, they want me to. He told the story about how he used to just try and go out and be normal, and people were disappointed. Like, you're supposed to be this crazy, wild rock star guy or whatever. Like, what the fuck? How come you're just acting normal? So he's like, fuck it. Whenever I'm out in person or out in public, I'll just be this rock star asshole guy. And people love it. That's what they want. So I think of that when she's talking about this. And I think, assuming that story is true, it's true that it is a story. One of my favorite lines from No Country for Old Men. Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to be an artist, you're trying to be a star, you're trying to be hot shit, then you have to be hot shit. And part of being hot shit is talking shit. And then the next line is, you're too broke to be so argumentative, which is a great follow-up. I'm like picturing the argument, right? Like him saying to her, blah, 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 you're running your mouth too much. And you're fucking broke. Who are you to tell me what I'm supposed to do? And then I'm driving by in the car, or you're driving by in the car I bought. Where the fuck is that? Was that in this song or is that a different song? Yeah. I die if I tried being caught on your side. You drive by in the car that I bought. You get by on the way that I walk. Like, you're living off of me, motherfucker. Who the hell are you to tell me how I'm supposed to behave when I'm paying all the bills with what I'm doing? It's great. It's great. I feel like I'm there, like just seeing the argument in person right now. But what's so cool about this song, I love straight up, fed up, the way she's like kind of cracking off these singing lines, but she's singing them, but also they're being spit at the same time. It's Beverly Hills. Well, we've been running for a while, so I forgot the earlier songs already, but Bullfrog was great. I don't know. The first half of this album is fucking phenomenal. But Beverly Hills is a great song. I'm really, really happy with that song. Sick of tossing over crumbs in my silk sheets. Think about that for a second. I mean, that right there is a great contrast of two different lives on two different paths, two different lifestyles. Silk sheets, and then somebody who has crumbs in their bed, type of a thing. You straight up, you're thinking about another girl and not me. I never really was your type, was I? But baby, talk your shit tonight. Go ahead, talk your shit. We're gonna fight about it. Beverly Hills is great. Great track. All right, final track, title track. Alligator Bites Never Heal. So let's see if my assumption, or my attempt at breaking down the album title, if it kind of wraps up in this track. I don't know. We'll see. Producers are Super Miles, Cal Banks. I always want to say Carl, but it's not. Cal Banks, Austin Brown. Final track, Alligator Bites Never Heal. Weird. Very weird. Wow. So this may I have, you know, I think it's supposed to be may I have this dance. Huh. Neat. This is neat, man.
You gotta understand the path that you're going on, everybody can't go. And you can't take everybody where you're going. You remember I used to talk to you about the story about Abraham and Lot, and you remember how he wanted to take Lot with him. Everybody can't go where you're going.
Yeah. Huh. So, I mean, it definitely a closer. Good, kind of a cool closer. Farewell to the sunny days, sashay through the cloudy days. Dancing through the summer haze. Won't you dance? Won't you dance with me? I hurt your feelings. I hurt your feelings. Better off here alone. Which makes me think, what if it's the alligator bites? What if it's both ways? You know, I talked about the idea being a wound that doesn't heal from somebody who's got crocodile tears because you got too close to them and they bit you. But closing it up, it feels mutual. Feels like they both got hurt. Feels like they both, you know, it ended poorly. And this little outro, whoever this person is, you can't take everybody with you where you're going. So thinking about her career path, her choices, her decisions, what she needs to do with her life, with her time, how she has to spend her time, where she has to spend her time, the effort that has to be put into it. And yeah, no, you can't bring everyone with you. Yeah. Won't you dance with me? And I kind of like that because I feel like the implication there is more of just the dance of life and what life is and the steps we have to take and the direction we have to take them in and how it all kind of flows together. And this bit, I kind of said it during the song when it was playing, may I have, and it gets clipped once you dance with me. Usually it's may I have this dance. And I mean, I've never done this in person, but you see it in the movies all the time, right? There's all these different people dancing around and this and that. It's kind of like a Western theme, I suppose, usually. But in they kind of dance in circles and then they cross each other's paths. Oh, may I have this dance? And yeah. And then what happens? Wrap up and then break off. And then you go dance with somebody else. So it feels pretty symbolic in that way. Bare feet in the parking lot, dancing with the car light on. Are you hurt? Won't you dance for me? Or maybe not, you know. I say all these things, and then I think to myself, or I'm 100% wrong. Good closer, though. Cool album. Yeah. You know, hearts. Boom bap. Get the fuck out, huh? I wasn't really too into those. We'll see how it feels on more listens. So there's kind of a middle section where I lost a little bit of interest, but then Slide, Fireflies, Beverly Hills is great. Hide and Seek, I remember enjoying. Bloom was cool. Bloom was almost more of like a skit than a song, but Bullfrog was cool. Skip, I remember liking Skip quite a bit. Catfish was a banger. Yeah, good shit, man. Good shit. I'm glad I sat down with this one. I really wanted to last week, but I was like, I don't really have like a basis for it. You know, I was reading some great things about it that Friday morning, but there wasn't enough to really make a decision to feel. And the thing is, too, is it's not like I need to know for sure that it's a good album. I'm kind of okay with the idea of sitting down with a mediocre or even bad album because it's kind of fun, you know. I don't really shit on albums. I try and find positives and something to appreciate if I'm not really into it. But sometimes people release bad albums and it just happens. But after this week, I mean, I was like kind of pumped up to sit down and listen to this one this week. After the shit I was reading, I was like, God, this sounds, again, like it checks all my boxes, all the things that I'm interested in. Artistic expression, cool beats, cool vocals, just fun to listen to. Good stuff. Very good stuff. What are we at? It's a 47-minute album, and it took me 2 hours and 17 minutes to get to the end. All right. I be talking. I'm excited to put this on again. Already. I want to listen to it again. I want to listen to it without stopping. It's a very different experience. Like this experience I love. I really have come to enjoy this. I really, really love this. But it's a very different experience from just putting something on and having it on and letting it play while you're doing stuff in the house or you're driving or whatever. You know, it's a very different experience. Okay. All right. Good shit. Good shit. I'll do music videos. There's only 2. It can be really, really short. So that's Patreon only. If you want to join Patreon, $2. No ads. That's honestly the biggest selling point in my opinion for Patreon. There's no ads. YouTube is just awful these days. So bad with the ads. Fuck.